Okay, so Jesse Waters is another Fox, one of these Fox guys. If you don't watch Fox News, you might not know who he is. If you watch the internet at all, if you catch videos like I do of various clips and stuff, you may have seen him. He's kind of like another Tucker Carlson. It seems like there is a whole tribe of guys coming out of Fox News that are taking that Tucker Carlson approach, where everything's like a sarcastic thing that they're talking about. Everything's on common sense, but they do it in a sarcastic way, and it makes it funny. So I think it makes it stick a little better. I'm going to read this article here, and this article here is from the Huffington Post. So yeah, it's going to be garbage, but let's see what they have to say here. This is about the gag order they did on Trump. So it says, try to watch Jesse Waters' analysis of Trump gag order without gagging. Yeah, tell me what you think about him in a couple words. There, this is written by Ron Dicker. Name says it all, I think. Okay, so Jesse Waters on Monday said Judge Tanya Chutkan's gag order on Donald Trump is an attempt to imprison the former president for talking. Not quite, but that didn't stop the Fox News host from preaching about the restriction on the GOP 2024 presidential candidate frontrunner. They want to throw President Trump in prison for talking, Waters said. We fought a revolution so we could speak like free men. Judges aren't kings, and Donald Trump, just like you and I, we have the right to say exactly what we please. Chutkan issued a gag order Monday prohibiting Trump from making inflammatory statements about prosecutors, witnesses, and judges' staff over concerns voiced by special counsel Jack Smith that they could intimidate potential jurors and witnesses. But Trump accused of conspiring to overturn his 2020. I love how these jagaloons write this shit. Like you're really just trying to lead the sheeple. You're just like, here, this is what you need to think. I'm going to write it in a way when you read it, then that'll formulate your thought for you. You can't formulate a thought on your own. Here it is. Let me formulate it for you. And all you have to do is read it. But Trump, accused of conspiring to overturn his 2020 election defeat in the federal case overseen by Chutkan, is free to criticize the Justice Department and make unproven claims that the case is politically motivated, the Associated Press reported. Waters turned the move into a dubious attack on the motivation behind it. Of course he did. Today, a Washington, D.C. judge, Tanya Chutkan, a Jamaican-born Obama donor, slapped the man currently beating Joe Biden in the polls with a gag order, Waters said. Biden's special counsel, Jack Smith, asked the judge to strip Donald Trump's First Amendment rights during the election, and the judge said, sure, why not? It's funny, though, because then you read the way Waters frames it, too. He's framing it the other way, right? It's like they all do this thing where it's like they're just pandering to whoever they feel like is their audience that's going to read this. So people like me in the middle, I read it and I go, don't fucking tell me how I should think. So you frame it all in here. The man currently beating Joe Biden in the polls. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. It's like they just keep putting these little things in there. These little, little digs or little exclamation points to kind of make their point come across. So they're all guilty of it, but you got to wonder if one side's doing it so much that the other has to react and do it, or are they all just doing it because they're just douchebags, which is where I lean. That all the news media does the same crap, right? He continued, Judge Chutkan ruled that Donald Trump, the likely Republican presidential nominee, isn't allowed to criticize the prosecutor who's trying to put him in prison. And Donald Trump isn't allowed to criticize anyone who could be called as a witness for his January 6th trial. Donald Trump can be arrested for speaking about Joe Biden trying to arrest him. Waters, however, did offer one of the more indisputable takes on Trump. He's ungaggable. Okay, well, that's a good way to finish your article there, Dicker. But yeah. I like Jesse Waters personally. I kind of think I think he's in the wrong network. I think he'd do better on his own, maybe. But it's whatever, I guess. They have to do what they have to do. These guys on Fox News, I feel like a lot of the times, like Gutfeld, I talked about last week, Tucker, obviously, because he's gone, but these guys, I feel like they're with Fox News because Fox News gives them some leeway to say what they want to say until maybe they say the wrong thing. And then, then you get the old acts like Tucker did.